Hi, my name is Erin Walling, and I teach social studies at Oakridge High School in Muskegon, Michigan. And it's been my privilege to have Tara as my student teacher for the last few months. She's done an awesome job. She's well organized. She relates well to the kids. She's interested in professional development and has a tremendous work ethic. And I think that she would be an asset to your school in Guadalajara, and she's looking forward to that opportunity. If you have any questions, follow up with my emails that I've already sent to you, and I'd be happy to talk with you further. Thanks.
Today our learning target is I can analyze and explain major events of the Cold War. yesterday you added to your timeline, you added was it 8 events or something? There's a bunch of them that you added all to your timeline, what was happening during the Cold War. And today we're going to be talking about the Berlin crisis and the Berlin Wall. So if you could go ahead, your due now is read the page 677, Crisis over Berlin. There's a section on there. Can I steal your book a second, Sam? Right here, you're just going to read these 2 paragraphs, Crisis over Berlin, and then you can look at this too. This has some interesting stuff about what was going on in Berlin at the time, why they were building the wall. And then your question that you're going to answer on your do now sheet is, what was the Berlin Wall? Very simple. We're going to be talking more about it later, so you're not going to get too in depth with it right now. But just page 677, you're going to read the first 2 paragraphs and answer that question. All right? Any questions right now? Okay. Coming soon. Yeah, and then go ahead. Did you already read the other stuff that's over too? I wrote the 2 paragraphs. Okay. Then you can read this stuff. There's some information about it. And I'll give you a picture which one you have. Alright? Yeah, that's the right thing.
With my type of learning kind, and I don't really understand stuff, she helped me understand everything that I needed to understand. And she interacts with students, and like she interacts with students in a way that they can get stuff easily, and she makes it fun and fun and learnable, I would say.
Concrete wall surrounded West Berlin and
had barbed wire on the top of it.
Barbed wire. So
I'm going to call Nicole because she's raising her hand. Thank you, Nicole.
A concrete wall topped with barbed wire that surrounded the city too.
Okay, yes, it was exactly. So it was a concrete wall, it's topped with barbed wire. This is actually a picture of it right here. And it severed the city in 2, because we talked about how in Germany the whole country was split into. We have East Germany, which is under the control of the USSR, and then we have West Germany under the control, it's like a joint control by the US and Great Britain and France. Then within Berlin, we have the section West Berlin that's controlled by the same as West Germany, and then East Berlin, where the USSR is. And then this wall went all the way around this city. So it's not just even to split the 2 sides of the city, it's just to keep West Berlin from East Germany in general, because it's in the middle of East Germany. And why did they do that? Why did they build the wall? Do you read about that? Yeah. Okay, go ahead, Lynn.
To stop the East refugees from going over to West Berlin so they can escape the communists?
Exactly. There were people in East Berlin and in East Germany in general that they didn't like the communist type of government. They wanted to flee, they wanted to get out of there. So the easiest way for them to do that was to go into West Berlin and get a flight out into West Germany, and then they were free from communist rule, more or less. So then that is why the USSR put up this wall around it. They wanted to stop all this flood of refugees. It was 20% of the population from East Germany all escaped through West Berlin into West Germany. So this was hurting East Germany really bad as far as the economy and everything was concerned. So what else do we know about this? Is there anything else you want to mention with the Berlin Wall? Yeah, Dallas.
If you were caught trying to cross the wall or get over, they would shoot you.
Yeah, exactly.
On site.
Yeah. There is, I think, one estimate is there's 200 people killed, and then in the book I think it says, or in a different thing it says there are 80 people killed. But there were people killed trying to flee from East Germany into West Berlin to get out. Yes, so this is very serious. And then even think about it. We have people living in East Berlin, people living in West Berlin, maybe their relatives. They can't go see their relatives anymore. You can't get through the wall. And then if you lived in West Berlin and you had a job in East Berlin, you didn't have a job anymore. You were unemployed because you couldn't go to East Berlin. Yeah, it was really serious. Yeah, Morgan?
Did anyone want to go from West Berlin to East Berlin?
Not really. Like, unless you had family over there, maybe you would want to see them. But the conditions in East Berlin were not as good as the conditions in West Berlin. So people were trying to actually get to West Berlin versus trying to get to East Berlin. All right, so go ahead. I'm actually going to take those since it's the end of the week. You should have 3 of them on there.
I got 2.
Tuesday, Wednesday, today.
Passing down.
Yeah, pass them to the middle, please. That's okay. All right.
Miss Smith definitely knew what she was doing. I mean, when we asked questions, she knew the answers to them. And if she didn't know them, she'd go check for us. She just stayed on task, and when we got on the line, she'd tell us, to get back to work and everything. But Miss Smith was just a good teacher this semester. It was real fun.
Is and why it was made. We're going to put it on your timeline. So the last event was in 1960. Right? And what was that one?
U2.
Yeah, the U2 incident where the U2 plane got shot down while spying on the USSR. So then the next one that you're going to put up here is for 1961. And that is actually the Berlin Wall. So you're going to write Berlin Wall. And USSR made the wall. And it was to keep East Germans from leaving. All right. Once you have that, that's all you're going to put on your timeline today, so you can put it away.
Well, Miss Smith is a wonderful teacher, and she gets to the point of what she's teaching and explains it well. I like how she interacts with us, and she kind of makes the lessons fun.
Miss Smith is a teacher who really you can connect with because she makes it so you all understand what you're learning, and she makes it really simple for you. And she's always on top of things, like she'll walk around and make sure everyone gets the help they need.
Hello, my name is Jason Kennedy, and I'm the principal at Oakridge High School in Muskegon, Michigan. We've had the pleasure of having Tara Smith complete her student teaching here at Oakridge in Erin Walling's social studies classes. In the time that Tara's been here, she's done an excellent job relating well with our students. She's done an outstanding job in working with our staff at Oakridge High School. Please feel free to contact me at Oakridge High School if you have questions about Tara's performance. I know that she'll do an outstanding job for you.
Yeah, you should hire Miss Smith because she's a good teacher.
You should hire Miss Smith because she's just awesome all around.